Hi, Mom. I love you. I have a few things I want to say to you today, but as I am saying all of them, please keep in mind that there are no words to really thank you for what you have done. You have educated me, and I think that is the highest gift and the highest calling that a human being can bestow or can have. Mind, body, and spirit, you have trained me and you have helped me grow, and I don't think there's a more priceless gift than that. So, as I say what I say next, please keep in mind I'm draining the ocean with a thimble here. I mean, this is a shot in the dark. There's just no way I could ever really say thank you. But I guess I'll try. So, to talk a little bit about when I started homeschooling, I started when we lived in Oklahoma. I would have been like 4 or 5 years old. And I have many great memories building castles with the cake and frosting and sugar cubes, I think we used, and Rice Krispie treats and marshmallows and all that. I remember learning about the pilgrims while celebrating Thanksgiving, and we made pilgrim hats. So, pretty fun stuff. But I think my favorite memories were me reading. Reading with my flashlight under my sheets at night, reading at the pool, reading in the car, reading at sibling soccer games, reading at meals until you told me I couldn't bring my book to the table, not my phone, my book. I was reading when I was awake every spare minute, and even when I was supposed to be asleep, and that has not changed. And throughout my 15 years of homeschooling, I did have really, really great memories for sure. Favorite memories were of me writing. I loved writing. I loved taking Potter School classes and learning about those. I think one of my favorite things about homeschooling was that it was a constant 24/7 learning. There was no off time. There was no away time. We were always learning things. I love when we would move somewhere new and we'd go visit children's museums and science museums and things like that. You really helped instill in me the idea that learning is a lifestyle and a mindset and a choice, and something that you should seek and should pursue all the time. And I loved that, and it really helped me grow learning about that and learning about the way that learning is just it's a lifestyle. It's something you do all the time. But I think my favorite memories of homeschooling, when I think of homeschooling, what I think of is stories, books that we did for read alouds and for readers. I think of a lot of specific titles. Cheaper by the Dozen, Taste of Blackberries, Little House on the Prairie, and Follow My Leader. That's one about the balloons, and they have like a different like world, and they go fly. There's like gold about like economy and stuff. And then what about the Nazis when the kids hide in the hole and then they eat oranges and chocolate? You know what I'm talking about, where they eat oranges and chocolate at the end. Um, Cricket in Times Square. I mean, by the Great Horn Spoon, and the Detectives in Togas, and Henry and Ribsy, and Homer Price, where they make the donuts, and In the Year of the Boar, and Jackie Robinson, and Young Fu and the Yankees River, and Ginger Pie, and The Great Wheel, and I mean, the Toothpaste Millionaire. I mean, I could go on forever. When I think of homeschooling, I think of stories, events, peoples, places, timelines, and narratives that really just span the globe and span history. And sitting on the couch with you really just opened my mind like nothing else. And because of that, I really have a deep passion now as an adult. I don't know if I'm an adult, as an older child of yours, for learning people's stories, and also for traveling, reading me books about Chinese cities and German occupations and the Great Wall and the small towns south and Roman intrigue and Chicago World Fairs. What did you expect? I got the travel bug. It's why I don't come home as much as you'd like. You really made me love learning, and you made me love people and their stories, and you really just made me love the world. And that's something that I'm really, really thankful the homeschool gave me. So when I finished homeschooling, it was at the end of my sophomore year. I started public school as a junior. And one of the memories that really stands out to me about the end of my homeschooling time is that I took the PSAT about 3 weeks into my public school career. And then, in Washington, I was awarded the National Merit Scholarship as one of the 3 students at my high school, one of the top 1% of high schoolers nationally. And I remember shaking the hand of my principal at my school in Washington, where I had been attending for, like 3 weeks. And he said, "Wow, we're so glad that you're here." Like his education had just really helped me get there. And I think most people would have thought, oh, it was really her school in Nebraska. That's who deserves the credit. But the thing is, I'd only gone to school for like a month and a half when I took the PSAT in Nebraska. You know whose hand that principal was shaking, Mom? he was shaking your hand. He was saying homeschooling works. That's what he was saying. And I want you to know that your hand, Mom, has been shaken many times. Grateful teachers and principals, professors and mentors, and now bosses. The UK president, when I walked across the stage and got my diploma, you are the one who receives and deserves all the credit. And as I continue on to earn more degrees and get more jobs and read more stories and write more words and go more places, I just want to point all the attention back to you. You are the one who has done it all, and you deserve every bit of the credit. I am as I was thinking about books that we read, I kept coming back to Charlotte's Web, and I love at the end as the fairgrounds are closed down and Wilbur leaves with the sack of her children in his mouth, and Charlotte is there alone. I remember that line that says, "No one knew that a gray spider had played the greatest part of all." She was a very small creature, but she made the fair run, and she made it happen, and she made miracles happen. And the beautiful part of that story is that some people did. Wilbur knew, and her friends knew, and they knew what a difference she'd made. And Mom, that's you. You've played the most important part of all. You were the one behind all of it. Me, Jordan, Elena, Ben, Isabella, Dad, anything we achieve, anything we're good at or succeed at, you're the one who has ensured our future and prepared us to go into the world. And so what we do is we'll carry what's precious to you, just like Charlotte carried Wilbur's eggs. We're going to carry the truth and the knowledge and the grace and the godliness that you have given us. And we'll do our best as we carry that into the world to proclaim as loudly as we can all along the way that our mom and our teacher played the most important part of all. I love you, Mom. There truly are, once again, no words to express my deep gratitude for all that you are and for all that you've given us. I love you.